Greetings, brothers and sisters. All praises to the kingdom in the name of Yahushua Yahuwah. How y'all doing? Bit of a change in scenery. Well, for me, I'm outside, so I just really felt like it. But anyway, this one kind of short. It's really just talking about everything that's been going on. Now, I talked about this video right here on the screen a while ago. She dropped this on April 1st, which is a month or some change ago. And if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Because she basically had a dream about lawlessness breaking out and a whole bunch of other stuff. Basically, prophecy. And I mean, I was planning on making this video anyway for like a few days now, just because, it's getting crazy out here. And there's finna be actions that have consequences soon, like choices that people are going to have to make. They're going to have consequences soon. So I was like, I just kind of want to talk about this anyway. But it's crazy that in this video, she's talking about having dreams. I'm going to get to that. But yeah, I had these two weird-ass dreams. I'm pretty sure I understand them, though, especially the first one, but we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, though, let's take a look at what's been going down since April 1st, since she uploaded this video. Mainstream media talking about inflation. Now, we know about the mainstream media, source to read, they be on. So if they are trying to push this whole inflation thing and what's going on behind the scenes, everybody got to remember that, when's the last time you heard about the royal family over in Britain or anything like that? Things going wild, man. And our father's always making moves behind the scenes, and everybody knows that his will is inevitable. You can't fight against it. Even the enemy knows. If I can find this little clip from this certain movie, I'll put it in there to illustrate my little point. They know it's futile. And this damn vaccine, they done hit it with the whammy fool. I done see ads on YouTube, Target, talk about line up, come get your vaccine. You already know they made it look real enticing. Now they talking about niggas can stop wearing masks when you fully vaxxed, boy. I told my mama I'm not taking it. She was like, why? I thought you would be more open. And I'm like, this is what I said. I said I don't need anything physical to protect me from that virus. And she said, well, it's other people that felt like that are dead now. And I'm like, well, we're not other people. So it's like, I don't get it, man. It's like, do you have faith or do you not? It's like, you can't have faith in some things, not have faith when it comes to other things, just because it's scarier and the threat is more immediate, you feel me? So I don't really know what's about to happen, bro, because I'm choosing my father over everything. If that results in enmity with, everybody I know and the only parent I have left, because my dad already dead, it is what it is, I guess. Look at that. Delta Airlines will require vaccines for all the employees. That was one thing she was telling me. She was like, yeah, you're just going to have to think about it because, these jobs are going to start requiring vaccines and stuff. And I would love to say I'm stressed out about it, but I'm really not. I couldn't care less because fuck all this shit anyway. And also, yeah, look at that cereal. It's getting real good. Getting good and gay out here, man. That's why I'm like, dude, I'm not even concerned with that shit. I'm not gonna lie, because, niggas is still partially human. And that shit, it be trying to stress a nigga out sometimes, but I don't let it. 12 dipping out because they saying it ain't worth it. Good riddance. It only took a few days for niggas to start tweaking hard about this gas. And worst of all, talking about I'm pulling up on Disney Studios with a K, like, hey, erase that shit. Erase all that shit right now. Nah. Yeah, man, we already knew this point was coming. It's easy. It's the easiest thing ever to say that, oh yeah, I'm with you all the way, when all the threats and all the consequences of actions aren't really immediate and they're not tangible. But now it's like, man, we really finna see who's down and who's not, who's in and who's out, because shit, society's finna be divided, It's like, now it's like really polarizing choices and questions, like, is he vaccinated or is he not? You dig? Is he for the gay shit or is he not? You dig? So, it's up. Anyway, about these damn dreams, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what's going down, especially with that first one, because dream interpretation runs in my family. My mom can do that, and Joseph can too. Hints. But I would love for some other insight, especially from people who actually, have dreams, because that's the thing. I don't really have dreams. That's why I wrote these down, because I have a lot of visions. Like, that's how I'll be able to draw these pictures of what I really look like. And I kid you not, I had a vision one time a while ago of me and like the way I actually look, like, angel mode. And I was like floating in like a big, like an ocean. It was like salt water, like blue green water. And I could see myself from different angles just floating. It's like my eyes were quivering, like I was trying to wake up. I couldn't. So those are the type of visions I have. But like I said, those are visions. I don't really have dreams like that, like where I'm actually asleep. Most of the visions I see, I'm awake. And sometimes in this little space where I'm like falling asleep and I'm not asleep yet, and it's like hard to move. My vision's cloudy because, like I said, not my vision, my brain's cloudy because, like I said, it's in between me falling asleep and not. I have some of the craziest visions, but I don't really like being in that state, because not only does it feel weird because it's so hard to damn move, because like my body's like lead, but not tend to, but I've been attacked viciously in that state before. I'm not really gonna go into detail, but yeah. Well, I'll tell you about one. This one time where I was in the state I'm talking about, where I'm halfway asleep and halfway not. Some demon, I don't know, I guess a succubus or something, took the form of my mom. And she freaking, like, I thought it was my mom at first. And it caressed my face, but then her face distorted and twisted and started looking all demonic. And yeah, it felt like something was on top of me. He was fucking riding the life out of me, dude. But that's alright though. I called out to my father. He took care of that, so it's all good. But that's the type of things. Those are the type of things I be seeing. Like, that's normal to me. But like I said, those are visions. I'm awake. These are actual dreams. So that's why I'm like, alright. If any one of y'all good with the dream interpretation can add something else onto this, that'd be much appreciated. Even though, like I said, I'm pretty sure I get the main idea, especially with this first one, because, hey, man. Alright, so this first one, I'm robbing some nigga, man. Some rich white dude. Like, it was in, like, an apartment complex. And I'm reading on my phone, because like I said, I wrote these down, so I had a book bag on. I'm in this rich white man's crib, like, running through his shit, bro. Like I'm sweeping this nigga's house. I am spring cleaning, my boy. It's like I was in a game room or something, because there's like a lot of this attractive stuff around. And a part that I actually forgot, but I remembered after I was like halfway done writing the second dream down, was the first thing I was taking was actually like mad gold and hella jewels, right? So, okay. Remember, these dreams and stuff, they always be symbolic. So I'm running through this nigga's crib, taking hella gold and jewels. I seen a PS5 and some other stuff, and I was just staying way too long being greedy. So when I was like, all right, it's time to dip. Like I said, I was in like a game room. So I was trying to leave out the door from the game room to go to the living room or whatever. But I seen the door was cracked, and I seen him in there, like rummaging around, looking for stuff. That boy was none the wiser I was in there. So I'm like, all right, bet. Put a little caper. So I go towards the patio door. I open up the door slowly, and I hop over the gate. But you know, it's a dream, so I'm moving slow as hell. It took me like 10 to 15 seconds to get my other leg over this damn fence in front of the little patio, right? And so there was a section of gate, because you know how these apartment complexes be. There'd be like tennis courts and shit. There was a section of gate that was separating some of these complexes from the court. But it's like both, it was already cut open. Like there was a hole in it. Like somebody had already cut the gate open. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I mantle over that. I'm trying to do the dash. Fool. I'm trying to get gone. But you know how no dream runs be. Bruh, shit was not working, bro. I was not going nowhere. So I'm trying my hardest to run. Like I'm running, I'm moving slow, I'm pulling like poles and walls and stuff, trying to propel myself forward. I'm trying to go. Next thing you know, I see 12 vested up in the distance, like I said, with vest on, assault rifle and shit, walking around a day on a mission. So somehow I got over there, and I'm walking now, and I'm getting ready to walk past them, and they start questioning me, asking like, have you seen a robber around here? And they start asking me about getting this Playboy Cardi, right? Now, your whole life is on the grid, especially when it comes to people like me. So, Playboy Cardi, you see, my absolute favorite rapper. We are from the same area of Atlanta, all types of things, right? I used to have a poster in my room. I used to listen to this nigga's music religiously. And when I used to rap and shit, he heavily influenced my style. Like I just said, your life is on the grid. So I'm going to throw up an example. By the way, 786 is my area code. Scramble. 678 is also his area code. And so are the other things. So I'm gonna throw up some geometry values. Think about what I just said. Think about all the things I've already said. Think about what I am, who I really am. And think about you too, because all our lives are on the grid. So they start asking me about this nigga Playboy card. Have I seen a robber and shit? They start telling me, oh, you're gonna have to be interrogated and shit. But I'm not even worried. I'm like smooth talking. I'm like, God damn, y'all niggas is blowing me right now. Like I'm trying to go. Anyway, somehow I'll get away. And it like segues into the second dream. I don't know if this is like a part 2 or what, but I just classify it as a whole different dream. Even though like immediately after I freaking dodge these cops or whatever, it fades into this next scene. So let's get into that one. And this one, bro. So nigga, I'm in a car, right? I'm riding 4 deep in a car with some niggas I do not know, but I had a knowing in the dream that like I'm cool with these people or whatever. So I'm in the back passenger side, leaning against the window, looking out the window with like, that stereotypical goddamn movie opening scene where the character's looking out the window longingly, like they're missing something. And I'm like, I'm ready to go home. In the dream, like I'm ready to go home, like to the crib, but it's symbolic, so niggas trying to get back to the stars. The dude who was driving was having a very volatile conversation with somebody on the phone. I heard things like, bro, y'all tripping, bro, we finna do this, that, and the third. Like, you don't know what you doing, bro. You don't know what you just did, and shit like that. Now, if you have any, like, I guess, hood knowledge, you know what was going on. I had a feeling. I wrote in these notes that obviously somebody that got slid on and somebody was finna retaliate or something. Or, like, op shit, that whole Chicago Chirac shit, those type of trivial dumbass 2/3 activity. So they going crazy, they going at it. I'm like, damn, I'm in the back not caring about none of that fool. I'm trying to go home. So after we just some more driving around randomly, and like the area we're in the dream, it looks like in the city of Atlanta, probably like all that type areas, Union City, the hood, Bankhead, the hood, bro. So we drive around and we cut through some train tracks. Like the train went and he was waiting for it to go, and like nigga, there were fences like covering up the train tracks. Niggas just drove through that shit like fuck it. Like, after the train passed, niggas just cut through, knocked the fences down and everything. So after that, my dude who was driving asked me how close we are. Asked me how close we were to my house and if I wanted to get dropped off. And I was looking around. I said I recognized the area, so I was like, I'll probably just hop out and go. So, yeah, before that happened, though, before that could happen, I seen some evil-looking buster with dreads walk past the car with a smirk on his face. This nigga looked like a stereotypical thug. I'm talking about a white tee, dreads with a black beanie over the dreads, and I ain't see what he had on his lower body. So, anyway, this nigga, at some point, my window had been rolled down. I don't remember when, but this nigga walks past my window. All of a sudden, I see heavy niggas. I see like 2 niggas beside him. But before I could even register that, this nigga sticks a Glock through the window and starts busting at me, son. So I grab his hand, trying to wrestle the gun away and trying to mess up his aim. But he keeps popping me in my leg and my left arm. And I'm screaming in the dream because I'm thinking I'm getting shot. But what I didn't realize until later on in the dream is that the bullets actually didn't hurt me. They weren't doing anything to me. Not really, at least. So as soon as I started getting blasted on, like I said, hella other people pop out the woodwork. Like it was an ambush. Like niggas got set up or something. So it was like people all around, enemies on all sides, dumping at the car, right? And I seen the dude who was driving and all the other passengers. Like the dude who was driving tried to pull out his pistol first, and everybody else was doing it too. But that shit didn't work. So they're all dead. After that happened, I wrestled a Glock from dude and I bust him, so he's done. The one who originally started blasting at me. Then I got out of the car, and anyways, I started blasting. I mean, I'm so serious. I vividly remember like aiming at people, crouched in cover, like far away, like an FPS. Like I'm having the gun, I'm looking down the sights, and I'm trying to shoot him. You feel me? I remember taking cover behind concrete pillars for some bloke, like who's far away up top, had a machine gun, dump it at me. He was like, fucking 10 round, 15 round burst in my shit. So I'm like, okay, son. I'm hiding behind this concrete pillar. This nigga's letting off like 20 rounds. I'm aiming, trying to get him. Missing his shit, taking cover, popping out, missing his shit. Cause keep in mind, I have one pistol. He just had an infinite clip in it too. But I just realized that. But goddamn. So like an FPS for real. Like I said, bullets were hitting me. Like these niggas was hitting me, but they weren't doing anything. Like the bullets were ineffective. Like, I distinctly remember looking at my left arm where I thought I'd been shot at first by a dude who stuck his hand through the window. And where I thought I got shot, all I seen was like a light little bruise, bro. It was like barely, like a light shade of purple. Like maybe somebody took a rubber band and snapped my shit like super hard. Like maybe, not even that for real. Like it didn't do anything. It's a bullet, it didn't do anything. Like the bullets were hitting me, but like I said, they're more of a nuisance, like flies buzzing full speed right into your face and hitting you, like on some kamikaze shit. So it's like, okay. I remember after looking at my arm, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm invincible. And I stopped being scared, and I stopped being anxious. So I ended up turning around with this little ass pistol, and shit, I took everybody out. After I said I'm invincible, I don't really remember like the detail. It wasn't as detailed as before that, where I was like vividly remembering me aiming down the sights and trying to hit like specks in the distance and shit. Not specks, but like, you know, like an FPS, we're trying to hit niggas in cover and shit. After I said I'm invincible, niggas really just took everybody out. So after that, and niggas' aim had to be on point because these fools scattered all over the place. I'm talking about niggas up there, over there, down there, like damn. So I was popping them. I popped them all, and after I had already popped them all and all the danger was gone, niggas gradually woke up, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? And after some other stuff, I got to writing I wrote it down, and here we are now. So as for that first reading, I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious. It's time to take back everything that the white man stole, cause like, you know, it's time to take it back, bro. Like in the book of Joshua, there was one time when we weren't supposed to take stuff and somebody did, and we paid the price for that. But there was other times when we were told, oh yeah, take everything. So that's what we on. So that's obviously what that symbolizes. And the white man was unaware because we're finna pop up on their ass out of nowhere, going crazy. Like I said, stealing gold and jewels and stuff. And the house, the room that I was in, was extravagant. There's a lot of stuff in there because the white man's been, or the hands of the wicked have been eating off us and our legacy for a long time, like 4,000 years. So I'm pretty sure that's what that was about. And then with the whole like me getting away from those cops somehow, and the fence or the gate by the tennis court I was talking about already being cut. And it's like, it's a pretty high-scale apartment building. So it's like, it wasn't fixed, but it was cut for me. I'm taking that as like, you know, our Father's help and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's what that was about. Because without those little, without the holes in the gates, I probably wouldn't have been able to get away. You feel me? So I'm pretty sure that's what that was about. Us taking back our kingdom and stuff. And as for that other thing, I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious. Niggas finna go crazy. Like I said, them bullets is not hurting a nigga. Like, niggas was longing to go home, looking out the window, fools is getting ready to get dropped off. All of a sudden, we get attacked, and everybody else in the car is dead. Keep in mind, it's 4 niggas in the car. 3 niggas are now dead. I'm the last one, and bullets can't hurt me. This gene is pretty rare, you know? And, I mean, that's really all I can get from that one. Somebody else got some other insight on that. Be much appreciated, but... Anyway, I just wanted to say that for real because mainly telling y'all about that first one because I'm pretty sure I know what that first one's about, and kind of asking about the second one because I don't know. I don't really know, bro. It was crazy. But anyway, I stay prayed up out here for real, and get ready to make some hard choices if whenever required, whatever goes down. You know, our fathers will be done. Y'all stay prayed up out here. the name of Yahushua, the of Yahuwah. Always remember, stick with our Father over everything, no matter if it's hard or you're just stressed out about stuff or whatever. It's always darkest before the dawn. Can't nothing hold down this fire, you feel me? Anytime that you feel like you're just being tapped by anything or everything, is because you are. You gotta think about who you are and what you really are and where we're at. And the earth was given to the hands of the wicked a long ass time ago, bro. We stick out in this place like a bonfire in the abyss. It's very obvious. It's very threatening. Like if you're in the same room as a bomb that's about to go off, it's a large room. You know that. Anywhere in this room you go, it's not gonna matter because once this bomb goes off, you're dead, okay? The bomb hasn't detonated yet, but it's ticking. You're not any less anxious because you know that even though the bomb might be ticking for years and years on end, once that bomb goes off, you're done and you cannot escape. We're the bomb, the enemy is whoever the and the earth is the moon. All right, the universe is the moon. They really, really, really want to get rid of us because just by us existing, we are beyond the threat. We're literally a walking cataclysm. Never forget that. Peace out.